Hi crafty friends. I'm going to do a little tutorial and a craft along. I got an idea to use Scrap Diva Designs 5x7 Folio Set and Eileen Hall's window die and her arched framelit die to make a little. I'll show you my prototype. It's not going to be exact. I'm not going to have the doors on this. The folio comes with these little flaps, but I'm not going to use them. So it's going to open up like this and like this. This is scrap paper. So, and then I'm going to use Scrap Diva Designs Fireplace to make this little scene. Kind of wonky here just because I was using scrap paper to have a little window, a little Christmas scene window, and then this can stand up, you know, and you can put like a little tea light in there, and it can be like a little Christmas display. It might look good with the doors as well, but my reasoning for not adding the doors is because I'm using the Stamperia Pink Christmas. I've had it for a while and I haven't wanted, I've used some of it, but some of the paper, but I haven't really used much of the ephemera. And I don't have enough to make the doors. I thought about adding something that coordinates with it, some paper that coordinates, and I might do that later. I'm not quite sure, but anyways, I'm going to show you. So I used Scrap Diva Designs 5x7 Folio Set. And I just used these two pieces, which is just like the main piece. And then this is the layering, the stitch layering piece. It comes with all of these other fabulous pieces. So neat, so cool. So I'm going to show you. So what I did is I cut out a base piece like this, using this piece from the 5x7 folio die cut. And then I brought in this Eileen Hall's Framelit die. This is the second to largest little arch die. And Scrap Diva Designs, I believe, has an arch die as well that's stitched. And so I cut it out like that. And then I added in layering pieces for both sides. So I cut this layering piece out. So I cut the layering piece out first. Actually, what I did is I took all three of these, the 110-pound cardstock, and then my decorative paper, and I just kind of lined them up. And then I took this arch die and I taped it and I ran it through my die cutting machine with all three layers. Now it didn't actually cut through the base piece, but it left the outline well enough that I could line this up again and tape it into place and then run it through my die cutting machine. And so then I cut out this window, this fabulous window that's going to end up going over like this. Well, it'll have a layering piece, like a layering piece on it, like this, and then like this. So that's the window. And then, so that's all I used really from this set, other than when I did my prototype, I did use this piece, which if I would have had enough of this Stamperia paper, there would have been a layering piece back here, but I didn't have enough, and I just wasn't really finding anything in my stash that I liked well enough to coordinate with it, so I will put a link to this 5x7 folio in the description box, and I do have a coupon code for 10% off if you'd like to use that. You're welcome to. Oops, need to put this back in there. Yeah, they're coming out with an add-on. I think it's November 12th. That this piece, instead of hearts, has these darling gingerbreads. I can't wait to get that. Order that. So, so I'm going to bring in our base pieces. And then instead of using the little folio pieces that come with, or the little hinges that come with the kit, the 5x7 folio kit, I cut out two 3x7 hinges because I wanted them much wider than what comes in the kit, or not the kit, but with the gosh darn it, I can't, words are hard today for some reason. The hinges that come in the die cut are not as wide, so that is why I cut out. Sorry, I'm looking for my bone folder while I'm trying to talk. So that is why I cut out my own little hinges. So, and then it's a 3x7, and I scored it at 1/2 inch and at 2.5 inches. Just gonna fold these and burnish them down. So, we have our base piece. It's going to all connect together like this. This and like this. So, I'm going to connect this piece to, oops, the center cardstock. Just kind of burnish that down. And the layering piece we put on the back will cover those tabs, so don't worry about those. Don't worry. I was looking through my stash to see if I had a die cut with a layering piece to that was wide enough to use on here, because I love the stitched layering that comes in the die cuts, but I didn't have one that was long enough. I thought maybe the embellishment book from Scrap Diva Designs. That's actually was my original plan, was to use the embellishment book, which you could use that one as well, but I just wanted it a little bit bigger. So yeah, so make sure you don't go over your score line when you glue that down. Okay, and then we're going to glue these front pieces. What's going to end up being our windows. And then for the fireplace, I'm also going to make like a little shadow box. If you can see this, there's like a little shadow box, so it just kind of pops it up and gives it a little bit of dimension. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to make one of those. had this Stamperia Pink Christmas in my stash for, I don't know, probably, I don't know exactly when it came out, but it seems like it's been like 2 years ago. And I don't know if you're like this, but I sometimes like just hang on to these papers and I don't use them because I you know, I like them so much I just don't want to use them, and it's ridiculous. It's dumb. It just doesn't make any sense. So use your stuff. Yeah, then you end up, you know, I end up getting like so much stuff, and it's like I have to use what I have and not. It's like Scrap Diva Designs came out with this darling paper set in October with like gingerbreads and stuff on it, and I haven't used it yet. I've just been like kind of hanging on to it and hoarding it, and like that's, which now I'm kind of glad because so it's gonna close like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some magnets on here before I put my layering pieces on. Yeah, now that I know that, you know, that her design team is like showing all the products that are going to come out November 12th. And, you know, now that I know that there's like this gingerbread add-on to this folio, I'm like, well, see, now I'm glad I hung on to haven't used that scrapbook paper pad yet. Because that is going to be super cute. So these little magnets have a little sticky on them. Just want to make sure that I'm going to be able to cover. Put this inside here. Like I got off Amazon, and they're like really thin. That's why I like them. I got some of those like bigger, like the ones I used on here. These 3M ones that they're not very, I don't know what the right word is, magnetic. They're just, they really don't grab the paper very well. I think that's enough. Let's see. Here's this over and try to line this up before it. I'll put some glue just in case I need to pull it up. It doesn't tear the paper. Kind of stick. Nope. Yep. Let that sit for a minute and I'll just show you. So like once we get the Fireplace Mini Album die cut, it's a mini album and it comes with this piece, but of course we're not going to use that piece. We're just going to use the fireplace. But I just kind of want to show you how it'll end up looking. So I'm going to use this Tim Holtz Ideology kind of like snow looking window. This will layer on. Well, actually, let's go like that. And then like that. Isn't that neat? That's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah. Really not sticking down there. Magnet. Okay, so let's do this. So it left the outline of where this goes. I'm just going to put some glue. there. And one there. Okay. So now we can put our layering pieces on. I'm actually going to put this on the back of the window. And the ephemera and chipboard pieces for this paper is so cute. Add a little bit more. Oh, before I do that, we need to put our window in. Our this piece. So I gotta figure out which side is the front. I'm probably gonna add more snow to this. So I just kind of want to sandwich this acetate in between. Probably is going to come out a little bit more. Oh, why'd you do that, glue? Big blob. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put our layering piece. I thought this would be cute to, as like a little Christmas display. The other thing that actually would fit perfect in here is a vignette box. One of those Tim Holtz vignette boxes. There's enough space with this spine that it would just, it would fit in here, because I took one that I made and tested it. So I might do a whole Tim Holtz theme one. Okay, so on the front, let's put this, and just kind of line it up to your window there a little bit. Yeah, for some reason I thought I had 2 of these 8x8 paper pads, but I couldn't find it. Oh, geez, my glue is leaking everywhere. I refilled my bottle, so oh, okay, I didn't tighten the lid. That's why. What a mess. I was like, why is it leaking? That's why. Yeah, so I thought I had another one, but I don't. This way. Make sure the arch is towards the top. See, then our window's just gonna go right there. So I'm gonna glue the window on the front, but on the inside, I'm gonna wait to glue the frame of the window, because I think I'm probably gonna add more of the mica flakes and glossy accents and glitter to it, just to kind of snow it up a little bit more. I guess I could do that from this side too. I love this silver glitter paper. It's from Spellbinders, and there's just no silver glitter paper that I've ever seen that looks as pretty as that one. And then I did add, I just cut some layering pieces. Not sure which, for the spine. Okay, I'm going to put this one here. I want to glue these on the inside to first determine, do I want, because there's a blue and there's a pink. I'm sure I'll probably do pink since that's my favorite. There wasn't quite enough paper to have them completely match, but I think I did. I think there's the blue one might. They look similar. Yeah, I just envisioned sort of like a shadow box scene here. So I thought of making a shadow box, but I don't really think I need to do a shadow box other than for the fireplace. I can pop, you know, like a 3D type scene, layering it up with foam squares. It's really hard to tell which side is the front with this. I think that's the front. Just gonna glue the window in first. Then add my layering piece. I think I was putting blue on the top blue, or I've got this one. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. Go here and here. You're not even going to see it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, just think it's so cute. So cute. You're not even going to see it, so let's see which layering pieces look better. These are the pink ones I have. And you can see that upside down. Or I've got these blue ones. Matchy-matchy. Don't want too matchy-matchy. Maybe this one on the inside. That one on the outside. And see, I don't have I didn't have enough paper to for it to like match. But you know, sometimes it looks good, not matched. And once all the ephemera and stuff gets placed on this in the little shadow box, it's like, he's gonna be looking at the spine. I might add some lace or something on top, or something else to just pretty it up. So just kind of line that up so it fits your little arch. Get that corner. So actually, building this doesn't really take that long. It's going to be the decorating that will take a while. I even have those little like wood pieces to this. I didn't even realize I had that. Again, I don't know how long ago. I think it was 2 years ago that I ordered it. So really super simple to put together. Super simple project. And I'll show you how to do the fireplace in the this is the outside. Put that on the outside. Pretty. Just love this paper collection. I'll have to look to see if it's still available. I think they make 12 Stamperia. They do make 12 by 12 paper pads. I just don't know if it's available in this particular print. I'm working on glitter. I can see glitter on my table here. Okay, so I'll maybe do pink on the inside and blue on the outside. And blue. Oh, that matches that. Oh no. Why did I do this one with a kind of a woody looking snowflakes? There's like a little bit of like script in the background, and I'm trying to tell which side is the right side. And of course there's a cute little bunny, which is, I'm sure, between it being pink and there being a bunny in this paper pad, that is exactly why I bought it. Two of my favorite things. See, I wish I had a die cut that was big enough, because this, I just love the stitched layering piece around the edges. Maybe I can add some like rickrack or something to the spine. I'll pretty it up somehow. Okay. Now let's glue these pink pieces to the inside. For script and script, yeah. It's these fussy little details that, there's that side too. It's on the other side of this one. Oh, no, I can't use the other side of that one. No, I think I'm gonna use this pink side. Yeah, at first I thought, oh, I'm gonna poke some holes through here and for some lights, but then the way this stands up, it's perfect to fit a little die cut in. So look at that. Isn't that cute? Yeah, and then I don't know if you can tell. You can see the light, probably not. This can stand up like this, and then you can see the light through the window. Okay. I need my window on the outside of that one. This is a nice big window too. I was going to use one of my die cuts to make a wreath, but there's wreaths in the ephemera that I think I'm going to use. Line that up. And I mean, I did get some glue on the windows, but you know what? I'm going to add some of that, the glossy. In fact, I need to tip my glossy accents upside down because I'm almost out of it. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the frames in here because I can add the glitter and glossy accents. I don't know that I need it from the inside. I didn't didn't do the silver on the inside. I just did the pink. I just want to make sure that it kind of lines up with the frame on the other side so you're not seeing little frame bits. So there's that one. Let's do this one. It dries clear. And once we get glitter and glossy accents on there, you will never see a smudge. I mean, there is like a snow type effect on the window already, the acetate, but it just looks so pretty when you add the extra glitter to it. So let me set this aside for a minute and bring in, I want to make the fireplace. I want to make the little shadow box for the fireplace. This piece. There's tons of pieces in this fireplace. There is a little brick, like a brick background that you can put behind the fireplace or in the back of the wall, but I didn't do that for this one because of all the ephemera. So I'm going to use this fabulous We Are Memories shadow box punch board. It's so easy. They do have some of the measurements on here for the box, and then if you want to make a sleeve to fit your box in. So this one, the box size that I want is a 3x3. So then it tells me my paper size needs to be a 7x7, which I've already cut out. And so all you're going to do is just line this up, and you're going to score along each side, all 4 sides. There's like 4 score lines along each side. Just rotate your paper and score again. This is like the easiest way to make a little shadow box. Now, of course, there's lots of tutorials out there on how to make shadow boxes without this fancy tool, but I just love this little thing. So see, I didn't have enough paper to make the shadow box for the fireplace, so I did bring in some Prima Marketing Christmas market, I think. So then there's this little punch on here, and so you're gonna just slide your paper in, and you punch down, and then once you punch, then you're able to slide it further, and you want to punch it again. So you want to do that on every side. All 4 sides. So punch once, and then it'll allow you to slide it further and punch again. So it's like this. And there's a lady, I don't know if I can find her YouTube channel. She has like a little PDF. Sorry if the camera's shaking from this. Of like other sizes, because this only has 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5. There's that. And then you got all these little pieces that cut out. Not quite sure what to do with those. And then you're just going to fold along all of these. Let's see. I want to fold this way. I think I did that right. Got to pay attention to which side you want your... I wanted it like this. I wanted the green on the inside. Just going to fold on all your score lines. So this ends up rolling up like this. Isn't that cool? So I'm just going to burnish along each of those score lines. super fast, easy way to make a shadow box. Then we're just going to roll these up. So you're going to put a little bit of glue here, this bottom edge. Just roll that up. Kind of hold that there for a minute. Of course, if you have something to stick in there that's small enough to help burnish the glue so it'll stick. And then this is going to roll up. And it's going to fit inside there like that. Like that. So a little glue here. And a little glue on the end here. Just tuck that piece in. Hold it there for a minute. Now I have I have this little silicone tool that it's not here on my table, so this one's going to roll up here. Glue on the end here. Going to fit into that other piece. Just kind of hold it there for a minute while the glue just kind of takes hold and sticks. This last piece, I'm just going to do one end at a time, I think. Oh. Oh, it needs to go. This needs to go in here. Piece needs to slide under there a little bit. Just manipulate the paper. A little glue right here. Other side came out. Yeah, I guess you gotta hold these for a minute just to give them time to stick. And then this is where we're going to bring in our, I'm going to put it down, push it down this way. Like the fireplace mantle and everything is going to glue on top of this, and we're going to put our little logs and our flame. Wonky the way this is. There is a little die cut that, like a little box die cut in one of the Scrap Diva Designs. I think it's called the Shaker Gift Box, that makes a little, it's a little bit, you can see the size difference. It's a little bit smaller. Okay, so this goes like this, and layers on top. And there's all kinds of stuff to decorate this with, but I think I want to put my flame and my logs in here first. Just want to, oops. I feel like that's not sticking right. It's not going to really matter. You're not going to see this because this is going to cover on top of it. So it's fine. All right, so I'm going to pop this flame up just a little bit on a little bit of foam tape. Little logs. Oh, the other way. Is it the other way or is it this way? This is just the cutest die cut. Who would have thought? I mean, how do you think of having a fireplace? I might use Fabri-Tac for this one because the flame is, I used glitter paper. And Barely Arts glue doesn't like really grab or stick as well. Okay, so this piece gets laid down first. And then this layers on top of it. I know I put foam tape on some of this. So I'm going to glue this one straight to the box. Just trying to figure out how high up it goes on the mantle. Then I'm going to pop this one up on a little bit of foam. Yeah, so this is some of this papers. This is the Stamperia, but then this is Christmas Market, Prima Marketing's Christmas Market, but it has pink in there, so I thought it goes. Line that up. Snowflake, be nice. Bunny's trying to fight. Snowflake, you be nice. Hear that grunting sound? People think bunnies don't make noise. I'm the boss, don't mess with me. Okay, and then there's this other little mantle piece here. Did I do foam on that one? We'll put this up on a little bit of foam. Nice. Bailey and Snowflake. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's all kinds of cute stuff to decorate this fireplace with. And then see, there's little lights. Cute. And this little Mary that can sit like on the mantle. Christmas trees, stars. There's some other lights. There's some stockings. This is the piece I'm looking for. It's like a little edging here that goes like right there. And a little lights. Hang on the mantle. There's like 2 sets of lights in this Fireplace Mini Album. There's like these ones, like the bulb shape, and then the other ones are kind of like a rounded. You can see them here. These. I didn't cut them out for this one. Okay. Now before I glue everything else on, a little Mary on the mantle and our little stockings. Cute. I want to bring this in. And I want to bring some of the ephemera in because I'm going to layer that in. Okay, so this opens like this. I'm going to put our fireplace. Can you see it? There's a glare. I'm sure there's a glare from that acetate windows. Let me bring this in. It also has, this kit also has these like, it's like a vellum type paper that they printed some of the ephemera on. And these, look at these little chipboard pieces. Aren't they cute? See, I thought that would be cute. Outside. Santa on a sled. There's, I'm going to set these wood pieces aside. There's like the regular ephemera. I think I'm going to have Santa up on the top. Oh, and this is the chipboard. See, there's just, there's so much. I've got this piece in here that I'm going to add, and I'm going to pop it up on some foam. Piece. So see, this is a really easy project to put together, but other than, you know, the decorating part, that's what takes the longest. But that's the fun part, right? I was going to cut out a Christmas tree die cut that I have, but there's a Christmas tree that comes in this kit. So I wanted to put the Christmas tree, because I don't know that the Christmas tree can really be behind the fireplace. There's this one too. I thought this could be maybe in front of it. I need to pop it up. Let's see. Let's add some foam tape and then look at it through the window. Unless it's down here. Let's see, let's look from there. If we use the bigger one, it could go lower. Yeah, I feel like it needs the bigger one. You might not be able to see because, again, that glare. So I mean, I will have to pop this up, and what I'll end up doing is like taking like a piece of paper. I don't know how long I need it. And just like making a little box. Otherwise you're using like a ton of foam tape. So I don't know if that's big. Oh, I think I need one more side, maybe. Oh, that's a triangle. That's not gonna work. Let's try this again. So just fold 1, 2, 3, I think 4. There's 4 sides to a box, right? So then this will be like this. Might be too tall. You might not need it that high. I think that's going to be way too high. That's way too high. So let's see. We need it about the same height as this. Same width, I should say. I still didn't accomplish it because I got it too high. I wonder if I could put it this way. Gotta make sure that the side can close, right? Need to be popped up more. That seems too high. I think it's too high. Oh, maybe not. It's not too high. Wait, let's close this door first. That window, then this window, yeah. Plenty of room. That's why I did the 3-inch spine. So let me figure out where to glue the fireplace in. So if this is down here, probably need something else there, though. I probably need 2 of these, right? It ends up going up higher. Okay, let me fiddle with this and then I'll come back and show you the final project decorated. Okay, I finished embellishing this, I don't know, 5 hours later. Takes me a while. So I added some of the chipboard and some of the ephemera pieces. And these little lights are from that Fireplace Mini Album. So I just added some to the outside. And then on this page, Santa, the ephemera of Santa and his reindeer, another little reindeer. And then I did add some lights and some of the ephemera. I just kind of layered. I did end up putting the Christmas tree behind the fireplace, but I figure, you know, you're kind of looking into a living room. Maybe this is like another part of the living room. So just kind of wrapped the tiny lights around, and still have some glitter here to clean up, and added a picture and just kind of layered this up, layered the mantle up quite a bit. So and then this page, just a little bit of some of the ephemera, and then I added some glossy accents actually to both sides of the window, and some of the glitter and mica flakes. So and I splattered some like antique white paint throughout. Yeah, on this one, I tried to pay attention so I couldn't see too much of the white background from the ephemera on the other side, but you can kind of see that deer. So yeah, this has little lights. It turns off, and then I connected it kind of like, it's kind of underneath the fireplace, which kind of raises it up just a little bit more. And then on the back, I just added just a couple ephemera pieces. So anyways, I love how this turned out. I think it's so cute, and it's just such a you know, nice little decorative piece to leave out. So let me know if you end up making one of these. I'm on Instagram at Daily Dose of Hoppiness, and I will link all the die cuts that I used in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.